Welcome back to another episode of Hugh Tran, the Insurance Man. It's gonna be juicy, spicy, everything on this video. Right now, today, Tulsi Gabbard. I mentioned her before in my videos, but this one, we're gonna go deeper because I found out that Tulsi Gabbard is trying to save America. Why didn't I dig deeper, into her situation back in the days? And that's my stupidity. I woke up and I decided to do my own research. Tulsi Gabbard, who is she? She is a former United States representative. And when she found out the truth, she found out what the DC are doing, the swamp, the deep states. She wanted to stay far from that as possible. She wanted to expose them. By exposing them, she put a target on her back. And who was the leader? The one and only Hillary Clinton, the lady who made up lies about Russians, Russia this, Russia that, and blamed everything possibly on Donald Trump, the one that told DC, the swamp, the deep state, including Sunny Hostin and Joy Behar, to bash on Tulsi Gabbard. But you know the thing about Tulsi, I apologize if I pronounce her name wrong. Please correct me in the comment section. But remember, she is a soldier. She served our country for 20 years. So she have more respect, in my humble opinion, than any of the people on The Views. Why? Because I blocked The View. Check this out. I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater, villagers. But the people on The Views, their views are not views of American people. They're not. They may have fake people there clapping for them, like, yeah, but they're not. I don't respect anybody on The Views simply because those views does not represent Americans. They're far left views, not Americans. And that's a fact. So I blocked them. Don't want to do nothing to do with them. But when I found out that, Tulsi was beefing with Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin, I had to do some research. Let's take a look at this video from Once Upon a Time.
Listen.
I'm not making any predictions, but I think they've got their eye on somebody who's currently in the Democratic primary and are grooming her to be the third-party candidate. She's the favorite of the Russians. They have a bunch of, sites and bots and other ways of supporting her so far. And that's assuming Jill Stein will give it up, which she might not, because she's also a Russian asset.
Oh. So most people say she's clearly talking about candidate Tulsi Gabbard, and some other candidates are defending Tulsi getting called out like this. So what did you think when you heard that?
I mean, for me, honestly, Hillary's been dead on with so many things. She told us about Russia. She told us about the probable interference during the debate. She was Secretary of State. She has deep knowledge about world issues. I thought, where's the lie? I've often said that Tulsi is sort of the Trojan horse in this. I mean, she's polling only at 1.2%, yet she's still in the race. You have her being touted by people like Fox News personalities like Tucker Carlson.
She's endorsed.
She's endorsed by, by sort of the Russians.
David Duke.
David Duke. She has basically renounced that, but she's never renounced the Russian support. There have been about 20 Russian bot websites that have supported her since she's announced her run for the presidency.
She tweeted back and called Hillary a warmonger. Okay, so that does not do anything for me. She hasn't denied it. She hasn't said anything in her tweets. How dare you? It's outrageous. Of course I'm not. She didn't say that. No. She's just going after Hillary. And like you said, Hillary was right about almost everything. She's been exonerated with that nonsense that they pulled about her server already. And this idea that she's doing this to get back in the race, that she said that also, Tulsi. I don't buy that either. I don't think Hillary wants to go through it again. So I think that there's something. I don't say that Tulsi is an agent. I just think that she could be a useful idiot the way Trump is a useful idiot to the Russians. Yeah. That they see something. They say, oh, look, a useful idiot. Let's play this. And another point, the Republican Party knows that they cannot win without interference from Russia and maybe a voter suppression. They cannot win. Yeah. People in this country are against him now. And so they have to have it. And she's a perfect person to throw right in the middle of this. She's a perfect foil. I don't think that she wants to be, maybe. I don't know. She's coming here in a couple of weeks, so we can ask her.
I read this completely differently. I think for Hillary Clinton, one, she sounded like she had still an axe to grind in 2016. But if you have played the political game for so many years, how can you be this clueless? Because she, in those comments saying that Tulsi Gabbard's being groomed by the Russians, it makes her sound complicit with the Russians.
It does.
But it gives the Russians exactly what they want. They want the Democratic Party to be divided, right? If they like Tulsi Gabbard, they want more people to know Tulsi Gabbard. And so she was only promoted because of this. It really surprised me that Hillary Clinton wasn't smarter, more tactful in the way she talked about it. And frankly, if you're a Democrat, I think Tulsi has a lot to like. I think, if anything, you should
No Democrat really likes her. That's why she's polling at 1.2%.
I think she adds something unique to the party. What the Democrats, in my opinion, what I think they're missing is where a lot of them know this country is. And I think she's an isolationist. Some people like that. She doesn't like wars. She's attracting people that I think you need that might vote for Trump.
She's only
that would
attracting
vote
1.2%.
Look at when Jill Stein did it, and she's claiming that Jill Stein was a Russian asset in the last election. We didn't know it until after the election. Now we're looking at this with open eyes. Maybe we know it before. So that's a good.
Well, she made
a word to the wise is sufficient.
Tulsi Gabbard may now go straight to the convention, and the same thing could happen again.
Well,
I just think Hillary Clinton, be a little bit smarter. If you are going to throw stones from the sidelines, which I hate politicians if you're not in the race, then be a little more tactful about it when you speak, because you're only hurting your own party by doing that.
Well, I think that the beauty of being an American is being able to say what you have to say and have other people say what they have to say, and then everybody has to prove their standing ground.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of America. You put it out there, somebody's going to make you prove it. We'll be right back.
See, in that video, they were chirping, you know. Joy Behar, she's 81 years old. And for someone who's 81 years old, don't you want to be wiser? Don't you want to be happier? But no, not Joy. Her name is Joy, but really she's bitter. She drinks a lot of haterade, and someone in her circle, her husband, whoever it be, her kids, need to let her know, stop drinking haterade. Haterade is bad for your health. I've never met a person drink haterade at age 80 is going to live a happy life. So whoever is in Joy's circle of friendship, of sisterhood, of friends, whatever, let her know Hugh Tran, the insurance man, is concerned for her longevity. Haterade is bad for your health. Stop drinking it, Joy. But that video, man, that video got me heated because Joy and Sunny taking turns jabbing, and they took everything, ate up everything, lunch, breakfast, and dinner, whatever Hillary Clinton is feeding them, they ate it all up. Oh, Tulsi is a Trojan horse. No, she ain't. Oh, everything that Hillary said, you know, is correct because, you know, she know about United States, and no, she doesn't. She's a... What does that mean, Hugh Tran, insurance man? Well, she profit at the expense of people dying. That's what warmongers are. They love to bring the United States of America to war, to mind everybody else's businesses except for ours. Our people are suffering. But these politicians are making guap, money, lots of it, at the expense of people dying. I'll talk more about the politician corruption and war on another video. This video is dedicated to Tulsi Gabbard because she deserves it. I've been listening to a lot of her podcasts. I've been following her journey the past 3 months, and my goodness, this lady brings excitement to my heart every time I see her fighting for our people. She don't play around. She served her country for more than 20 years. So put some respect on her name, Joy and Sunny. For somebody named Joy and Sunny, they sure are cloudy and unhappy. So after all that shit talking between Sunny, Joy, toward Tulsi, she's going to confront them. She's going to go to their show and talk to them like adult. You have shit you want to say it to my face. You spitting false disinformation about me, I'm going to give you facts. Can you stand on it? Or will you fold? Or will you Houdini and not show up? Let's take a look at the next video where Tulsi Gabbard went onto The View and confronted her haters. Check it out.
Before I ask you the first question, what's happening with the telescope and the stuff?
Oh,
in
gosh.
Hawaii?
The challenge is ongoing. The challenge is ongoing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What is that?
So
Just explain.
they decided, it was decided that they were going to go on sacred land.
Oh, yeah. I remember this.
And put up a telescope and do all this stuff. And the Hawaiians said, no, you're not going to do that. So it's been a fight. Tulsi's been at the forefront. Yeah. And I try to bring it up, you know,
I remember.
when I can, because I think sacred land is sacred land.
Yeah.
You can't, you know,
Yeah.
you can't
Anyway.
mess with it. So I have to ask you this instead. So we were just talking about EU Ambassador Sondland changing his testimony yesterday, that he had to be refreshed about quid pro quo. And you've been skeptical more than a lot of the Democrats about the impeachment inquiry. Were you surprised by what he did yesterday?
Well, look, the facts are important, and we'll get to that. I want to start with something that I think is also important about facts. Because recently on your show here...
I was just going to get to that.
Good. Helping you out.
You want me to ask you the question?
Yeah.
No, look, some of you
Ask me the
have
question.
accused me of being a traitor to my country, a Russian asset, a Trojan horse, or a
We haven't accused you.
useful idiot, I think was the
Well,
term that you
useful.
used. Which basically means that I'm naive or lack
That's a
intelligence
Russian
to
term.
know what's going
They
on.
use that.
I want to let your viewers know exactly who I am.
All right.
Set the record straight. I am a patriot. I love our country. I am a strong and intelligent woman of color, and I have dedicated almost my entire adult life to protecting the safety, security, and the freedom of all Americans in this country. It was the attacks on 9/11.
Well, I guess we're getting a little bit far ahead of ourselves, but Franklin Graham finds you refreshing. He doesn't find me refreshing. Richard Spencer, the white nationalist leader, says he could vote for you.
Joy, this is why
I mean,
this
you're
is
on
why
you're
I'm
on
here.
Tucker Carlson at least 10 times. Why don't you go on Chris Wallace's show?
This is why I'm here, because you and other people continue to spread these innuendos that have nothing to do with who I am.
Well, Hillary
that have
Clinton
nothing to
started
do
it,
with
and then
who
you
I
shot
am.
back at her, boy. You called her the queen of warmongers.
You doubled down, unfortunately, you doubled down on the baseless accusations that she made that strikes at the core of who I am. I'm a soldier. Because of the attacks on 9/11, I enlisted in the military to go after and defeat and destroy the evil that visited us on that day. I've served now for over 16 years, deployed twice to the Middle East during the height of the war, where every single day I saw firsthand the terribly high human cost. It's why I ran for Congress.
We actually have the clip of Hillary Clinton, just to put this in
Just to
context
put it
of
in
what we're
context.
talking about. Let's take a look at that.
I'm not making any predictions, but I think they've got their eye on somebody who's currently in the Democratic primary and are grooming her to be the third party candidate. She's the favorite of the Russians. They have a bunch of, sites and bots and other ways of supporting her so far. And that's assuming Jill Stein will give it up, which she might not, because she's also a Russian asset.
So
Really? I mean, this is outrageous. This is outrageous and offensive on so many levels. I've served as a member of Congress now for almost 7 years, receiving high-level national security and intelligence briefings, serving on the Foreign Affairs Committee, the Armed Services Committee, the Homeland Security Committee, working to ensure the safety and security of the people of this country. This is why I'm running for president, to continue that commitment of service.
So are you surprised, though, that when people see bots and things and all the things that we've sort of been seeing heading your way, that people have these questions? Because she's not the only one. Hillary, I don't think, is the only one. So what she's saying is she feels they are grooming you. You're saying nobody's grooming me. I'm doing what I'm doing because I'm a soldier and a patriot.
It's offensive to me as a soldier, as an American, as a member of Congress, as a veteran, and frankly, as a woman, to be so demeaned in
But you
such
called
a way.
her the personification of rock.
So demeaned
She's a woman,
in such
too.
a way. Well, I'm pointing to the fact that she has continued this legacy of being the world's police around the world, that has waged wars costing the lives of thousands of my brothers and sisters in uniform. I'm speaking out against that and
What's
to
your
change
evidence to that?
to change.
Well, can I?
Are you serious?
Let's hear it.
Are you serious?
Let's hear it.
I served in the war
Not
in
you,
Iraq.
her. You're saying that she's
exactly.
she's a
I
warmonger.
served
How do
in
you
the
come
war
up with
in
that?
Iraq
Yeah.
that she championed. She championed a regime change war
Did you not
in
believe
Libya.
in that war?
I believe the lies that were told to us.
Well, so did she.
So it is indisputable. It is indisputable to say anything other than the fact
Well, this- can I-
that
can I
Hillary.
say
Let me just close this out. That Hillary Clinton, throughout her career, has led with a foreign policy of interventionism and being the world's police, going and toppling dictators in other countries that has caused such destruction and loss of life. I'm against that. I'm running for president to change that. Rather than actually debate me on the issues, she and others are resorting to these smear tactic campaigns, seeking to undermine me, smear my character, and sending a message to anyone who dissents. Stand, toe the line, or you too will be smeared.
Oh boy. Before we talk about that clip, let's go ahead and review who was missing. Let me know in the comment section, villagers, because hopefully this video is going to be worldwide, because I am going to make sure the people around the world understand who Joy and Sunny are. They're not good people. They have a very far left views, and I'm here to expose them. That's why I blocked them on Twitter. Sunny was missing. She ain't gonna, she talk her thing, but she is not the type to stay in the kitchen when it get hot. That's her right. That's her character. She talk her shit and she won't stand on it. So Houdini disappeared. Magician. She was even there. But Joy Behar was there, but she was jittery. She was anxious. She was jumpy. She was panicking because she knew that Tulsi Gabbard is going to throw facts at her, fact check her, and before Tulsi could say anything, she panicked. She wanted to talk over Tulsi. She wanna deflect, and that's the thing about the far left. When they are, when they get confronted with facts and with the people they're talking shit against behind their back, they get very jittery. They want to change the subject, deflect, and then they still will make you look bad, and they won't stand on what they said behind your back. And that's just a far left style of life. And you can argue all you want, but how you do is take a couple steps back and look everyone from the far left and see how they encounter facts and the people they talk shit against. They get jittery. They move left, move right. They're not their normal self because they know they're about to get a beat down with facts. And that's the thing. And look at Sunny. She didn't even show up. She didn't even show up. That's to show her character. Whatever excuse she had that day, save it. Sunny, gloomy, Hostin. And the cool thing about Tulsi was that she was so elegant, going onto The View, the show that talks shit about you, but held your ground, stand your ground, and showed the world who you really is. A servicewoman who loved America, a patriot, who's willing to throw away everything to make sure the world, especially Americans, understand the condition of our country. Our country is getting destroyed from the inside, and that is a fact. F-A-C-T, fact. Tulsi saw that when she was working in DC. She tried to expose it, and when she exposed it, guess what happened? Hillary Clinton. Well, I can't say Hillary. Hopefully I don't get banned for saying that. Hillary Clinton, the woman that so many feminists and woke culture idolize. If Hillary Clinton is so good, how come Bill Clinton doesn't love her? Or does he? Or, wait. Let me leave Bill Clinton out of this. He's not involved in this drama. But it bothers me when people speak so highly of Hillary Clinton when what has she done for America? I'll wait. Let me know in the comment section, villagers, if you have hard facts of what Hillary Clinton did for America to make America great. I will apologize and I will learn from it. But I've checked. She just profit at the expense of people dying. And that's a fact. Warmonger, that's what they do. They speak so highly of this and this and that, but they go right behind you and they sponsor war. They money launder to war. So that way they can benefit, make money for their team, aka their gang, and at the expense of people dying. Tulsi Gabbard saw that. She fell for their lies, and now she is working day in and day out, night and day, try to fix the problems she saw in DC. And instead of listening to her, people like Joy and Sunny defamed this wonderful soldier. A real soldier saw the battlefield, saw her brothers and sisters dying, and now is here, right in front of us, trying to tell the world what we should do. Maybe we should listen, because I am no scientist. I am not smart, but I can see our country is getting destroyed from the inside. I love our country. I was given a golden ticket to come to the United States in 1995. I came from a third world country. You know what a third world country is? A third world country is a country where there's no electricity, there's no clean water. You go to sleep hungry at night. 4 to 5 days a week, you go to sleep hungry. And that's the country I came from once upon a time, Vietnam. Vietnam is a lot better now, but once upon a time, it wasn't like this. And when I got that golden ticket from America in 1995, I thank God, I thank Buddha, because I was given a freaking opportunity to have a taste of freedom, a taste of a good burger, a taste of clean water, and I will kill anybody that dare to destroy my beloved country. I'll die for my country. And that's the kind of person Hugh Trent, the insurance man, is. So I recommend, suggest, and I hope wholeheartedly, my villagers, if you're watching this, wake up. Listen to Tulsi's message. Try to understand instead of reply. And do your research and see what she's trying to do. We have to wake up before November because things are not looking good. Our country is getting destroyed from the inside. That is the only way for United States of America to fall, is from the inside. No country out there is strong enough to destroy us from the outside. It has to be from the inside. And the swamp people, the deep state, the DC traitors are the one doing it. We just have to wake up, stay united, and stronger we shall become. We will become. So with that, villagers, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, share. And before I go, if any of my villagers are servicemen, servicewomen, I sincerely thank you with all of my heart. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifices. And thank you. Because of you, we have a beautiful country. I may not know who you are, but if you see or hear this message, I, Hugh Trent, the insurance man, sincerely thank you for your wonderful services. Just know that we are here, standing, fighting to preserve our beloved country. Thank you so much, servicewomen, servicemen, everybody out there. I appreciate you. But before I let you go, please, villagers, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and most importantly, we have to take care of our health. Until next time.